Hi, everyone. Welcome to our next session of Meet the Members of Empower Africa. My name is Shai Bernstein. I'm VP of Business Development and Partnerships at Empower Africa. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, Empower Africa is a business community with a mission to drive investment, trade, and job creation in Africa. We believe in trade over aid and that business is the best way to grow, build, and create sustainable and scalable solutions. We believe in bringing good people together and the power of synergy, right? That's where the magic happens. And our goal is to create the connections, optimize communications, and maximize on the collaboration. Our business community brings together SMEs and entrepreneurs, investors, banks, PEs, VCs, multinational enterprises, government officials, nonprofits, all of these different entities and stakeholders to one table so that we can enhance the communication and the collaboration on driving business in Africa. Speaking of bringing good people together, it's my pleasure and honor to welcome Eddy Fwamba, Marcom and commercial consultant from Johannesburg. Eddy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Shai. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, of course. So please tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Congolese by family blood. Then family moved to South Africa in '92, and I've been living in South Africa ever since. Initially studied finance at varsity. The idea, the dream was to be a stockbroker. But in my final year, I did an excursion to JP Morgan, and I saw how hectic the finance world was. And I wasn't sure if it was still my dream. And I discovered I had a passion for marketing. And ever since then, after getting my finance degree, I've been working in that space. The idea was always I was always passionate about sports marketing. But in order to do sports marketing right, you had
Right.
to be a proper marketer. So I worked in a lot of marketing space, even had a retail stint to build my marketing skills. And it's kind of led me to this journey where I am now running my own consulting firm. But yeah, that's been my kind of ride towards marketing.
Fantastic. Okay, that's great. I know quite a few people who went into finance for a dip and continued that and law, to be honest. Law also has
Yeah,
a
I've heard a lot about
um,
law as well.
great. So can you share a little bit just about, your company now, what you're working on? I mean,
Yeah. So, like I said, so Heroes Athletics is the name of my consulting firm. And the idea when Heroes Athletics started was to be a marketing firm for sports teams, sports federation. And especially in Africa, we struggle. We haven't quite understood the formula to create fans. We've lived in we've seen how the West has done it. There's been a traditionally how we always had sporting fans was that there'll be a big global showpiece, and
right,
because it was wild televised and the viewership was great, we just assume that we'll have fans within our in our African continent who just absorb this content or that absorb the sport. But we've never really studied the science of creating a fan. And so that's why Heroes Athletic was initially started. I've understood how to create fans. I worked in a retail store where there was no print advertising, there was no television ads, but yet the stores were always filled. And I understood the formula on how we got customers to like our product and to be
right,
loyal customers. So I took that
right,
formula and kind of remixed it. And and because of COVID, it obviously meant that businesses had to adapt and pivot. And so Heroes Athletic does not just play in the sporting environment. And because I'm an entrepreneur, it makes sense to speak to other SMEs and other entrepreneurs for them to understand the formula of how to persuade their customers or their audience, the target audience. So in essence, Heroes Athletic is a marketing, communication, and commercial consulting firm, and we are basically persuasion experts. We take behavioral science and persuasion science techniques, and we create a formula that helps you understand and influence your target audience to persuade them to yes to your product.
right,
Why we do this is because we believe in better. We believe that better products, better companies lead to better communities and create better outcomes. So we empower our clients to be heroes of better. So we work with people who are clients who believe in their product and believe in the solution that the products offer, and we help them and empower them communicate that effectively to their audience. So yeah, in essence, we're persuasion experts.
fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
wonderful. So who would you want to be connected? I mean, within the business community in general.
So, I mean, without trying to sound too broad, but we definitely believe that Africa is becoming a melting pot for great ideas, for great solutions for everyday life. And we believe that we've got the skills and science to help any SMEs or even big corporates persuade their audience to a yes. So we'd like to work specifically with SMEs, but also some of the big clients who have a product or service that they believe is better, whether it be in the commercial space or even in the sporting space. Sporting is a passion of mine, and sporting is probably the most ideal space where you really see fandom, where you really see people become fans.
Right.
And we've got the science for that. So we'd like to work with SMEs or organizations who believe in their product to offer a better life to communities.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. And so before we sum it up, I would like to ask our guests to share, like a nice quote or saying that you resonate with. So please.
Um, I had a long thought about it when we spoke about this, and I think for me, it's you can't. It's a quote from Seth Godin, who's kind of the godfather of marketing, and he says in the latest book, I actually read this in January. And it basically saying the name of the book is "This is Marketing," and it's got a subtitle that says, "You can't see until you learn to see." Right, and it's kind of an internal thing.
Right.
Like I can't solve my client's problem until I see it through my client's eyes. I've got to connect to my client and be able to understand the problem through my client's eyes. And he's another follow-up quote that kind of impacts that is don't look for customers for your products and service. Look for create products and service for your customers.
For your
So
customers.
solve their problem, and that's what we always look to do. We look to solve the
Right.
problem. Every one of my clients has got unique situations, and I don't look for a catalog, cut and paste, and give it to them. I look to understand their problem in their environment, in their context, even if I believe that it's similar to a previous client's one. But I have to understand it in their context first. So look to see before you can see, type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. That's true value creation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Value
Fantastic.
creation.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Eddy, thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe and healthy,
Thank
and
you.
have a good one. Right.
Thank you
We'll
so
talk.
much, Jack. Thank you for
Cheers.
this.
Take
Cheers.
care.